Friday. Great to have you with us on the CBSN Minnesota Daybreaker. I'm Jason DeRusha. We're feeling good this morning. I hope you are as well. It's been a peaceful overnight in Minneapolis and St. Paul, and I think that gives you something to feel good about as we move forward this weekend, right? And the weather's going to be terrific this weekend. Mike Augustinak serving up your CBSN Minnesota Daybreaker forecast. And the rain in, well, it depends where you live, right? If you're watching this at 7:34 live this morning, the rain has largely moved out of downtown Minneapolis and points to the west. And it's going to move out if you're in the eastern metro or in the southern metro as well. By noon, things should be clear, a cloudy, sunny mix. 4 o'clock, maybe, tonight maybe an isolated thunder shower. But for the most part, it's going to be low humidity. 70s, and then this weekend too, 78 for your high temperature both days should be spectacular. All right, let's talk about this. It's certainly been an emotional week in the Twin Cities, right? With everything going on here, stuff in Kenosha, coronavirus continuing. We want to start the weekend on a good note. I need some joy. I need the positive energy. I need to know about good things happening in your life. So we want good news, something you're looking forward to this weekend, something that'll make you smile. That Sunrise did a nice job of setting the table there for us. So share those comments on the WCCO TV Facebook page, and we'll spread the joy here in just a couple minutes. The second night of curfew has just lifted within the last hour and a half in Minneapolis. It was a quiet night downtown. No trouble, really. And it's hard to know what to attribute this to, right? We saw the huge law enforcement response. More than 1,000 law enforcement members out last night. Your police, your sheriff's office, state troopers, another 400 National Guard members. Few state troopers told us, they weren't really looking to arrest a bunch of people for breaking curfew. They asked for IDs. They asked where people were going. So you could, on the one hand, credit the law enforcement, but on the other hand, I look at the fact that, the community said, we're not in favor of this destruction, and there were no protests planned, and so people just stayed home. So great all the way around. Mad Dads in those green shirts there. Great community group. They help some people get out of downtown, let them know about the curfew, and help some get on buses.
Goal tonight is to keep the calm and the peace like we have throughout today's and the last month. We also are here tonight in presence to help people understand that there is a curfew that the people need to abide by.
30 arrests by the end of the night, and, we'll see whatever happens to those people, if anybody gets charged or if it was more of a, what was going on there. Our crew on the ground last night said the streets, by and large, were quiet, and the tension was really relaxed between the community and police. So easy to look at the law enforcement response and say, hey, it was good, it did the job, but I also really want to emphasize that it's the people that deserve the credit for things staying peaceful last night. For some downtown businesses, though, it's been so difficult with no downtown workers, with COVID going on. Some are saying Wednesday night was the last straw for them. Dozens of stores left with major damages. This map shows you all of the different businesses that reported some sort of damage as rioters ripped through downtown. Lisa Steffes and her family came when they were watching surveillance video of looters ransacking their stores. Dahl Medical Supply. Look at what happened there. Boy, it's been downtown for more than a decade. But Steffes says after this, they're out.
They stole things. They stole all of our computers and our technology. This was it for us. It just really, really was. We're a family-owned business.
Other businesses that were not hit, like Greenway Chiropractic, say they're having their own problems. No, their patients don't want to come down there. Their customers don't want to come down. Chad Locke says he's been losing customers for weeks because of concerns about safety. That's Tim Murray from Murray's Awesome Steakhouse. Tim says he thinks it's going to be all right. Overall, downtown is safe. He thinks people will come back and the city will overcome the events of the past few months. I hope so. I could go for one of those big old butter knife steaks, that's for sure. The teen who opened fire on protesters in Kenosha is going to be in court today in Illinois facing extradition to Wisconsin. 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse, he killed 2 people, hurt another on Tuesday night. His lawyer told CBS Rittenhouse was shooting in self-defense. You know, the bigger issue here is why a 17-year-old who shouldn't have a gun thinks that it's a good idea to go from Antioch, Illinois to Kenosha and be a vigilante. Jacob Blake remains in the hospital, paralyzed from the waist down. CBS News is reporting that Blake is handcuffed in his hospital bed as he recovers from multiple gunshot wounds. That typically is something that law enforcement does when someone is under arrest. We have not heard of any charges or anything coming towards Blake, but something CBS News will certainly continue looking into today. A lot of baseball teams, including the Minnesota Twins, postponed their games last night out of respect to all that's going on, including the Jacob Blake shooting in Wisconsin. Manager Rocco Baldetti says the decision came from the players, and it was unanimous. In a statement, the team says, "We stand in solidarity with the black community, and we're committed to creating the change we want to see in the world where everyone is protected, safe, and welcome." Minnesota Vikings, another thing we saw in the NFL, lots of discussion, should they have practice, should they not? The Vikings had a 2-hour meeting, and people kind of aired their thoughts. Sounds, by all accounts, like it was a really productive discussion. And then they decided, you know what, let's have practice. A number of teams with the NBA sat out playoff games on Wednesday. But it seems the move in the NBA is that they'll have the largest platform and the biggest voice if they continue and finish out the playoffs. So we'll watch that today as well. President Trump closed out the Republican National Convention where he accepted the Republican nomination.
The Republican Party condemns the rioting, looting, arson, and violence we have seen in Democrat-run cities all like Kenosha, Minneapolis, Portland, Chicago, and New York.
Boy, quite something to see the political convention, the Republican National Convention, right outside the White House. Some people saying, look, this is a clear violation of the law, which requires political activity to be elsewhere, but here we are. That's a pretty cool fireworks display, gotta say that, right? See it exploded into, and it said Trump there. All right, he spoke for more than an hour in front of the White House last night. The president, as you heard, talking about the unrest in many American cities, and he criticized Joe Biden quite a bit. 3 debates scheduled between the Democratic and Republican nominees. The first will be September 29th. Vice President Mike Pence coming to Duluth today. Anybody can go to that event. Doors open at 10:30 this morning, and WCCO and CBSN Minnesota will have coverage of that. Amazon is getting into the fitness tracking business. What do you think of this? A wearable device. It's called the Halo, so kind of like a Fitbit, right? Company launching the Halo because already Amazon knows everything that we've bought, and now it needs to know everything about what our body is doing. We are handing over, we're concerned about giving the government information. We are handing over so much information to companies in this country. It's amazing. It monitors your activity, monitors your sleep. But this is my favorite part. It what is this? It's taking, you have an app. It's going to take pictures of your body. You can have the before and after. No, thank you. Especially not from that angle. I don't know, hard pass. It also can listen to your voice all day and tell you if you sounded happy or sad. Today, Jason sounded what % happy? Eric is here, our digital expert. Eric, we were talking about you on the morning show.
Oh, we were?
Yeah, because the Halo will let you know about your tone if you were happy or sad. And Mike said that's essentially your job, to let him know.
I'm the tone police?
You're the tone police with him.
All right.
I don't know that we need, I mean, do we want to see the percentage? What percentage of the day is Mike saucy, and what % is he happy?
Which day? I mean, today when he got up at 1 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. All right, one more thing I want to share with you. Some big baby news this morning. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom are new parents to a baby girl. Is this going to be the most attractive child in the world? When you have 2 beautiful people have a baby, it's either going to be gorgeous or hideous. So we'll see. You never know. There's no in between. Kind of like the name Daisy Dove Bloom. Perry and Bloom got engaged on Valentine's Day this year. She also has a new album out. I like Katy Perry, so I'm looking forward to that. She posted about it on Instagram, you know, from the hospital bed, as you do. I mean, I remember my wife on the hospital bed was kind of irritated that a Channel 4 camera came in to get the baby
Whose fault was that?
Video, because we had to do what you do in TV news. Here's how it was Don Shelby who did it.
Oh, blame Don.
We have a new member of the WCCO family tonight. then you have to write that. It's mandatory. All right, we're talking about good news, positive stuff. We asked you to bring the joy, and Eric is here with some of your comments. Eric, bring the joy, Eric.
I'm tone policing these comments.
If it's a bunch of people sniping about us asking for good news, I'm just going to unplug CBSN Minnesota right now.
We got some birthdays to get out of the way.
Okay.
Heidi says today is her 49th birthday.
Happy 49th, Heidi.
Becca, who's a frequent commenter, says it's also her birthday, going out for birthday breakfast.
Nice. Becca, happy birthday.
And
Thanks for being here a lot. We appreciate that.
Yep. And Diana says tomorrow is her husband's 72nd birthday, and I'm sure family will be calling all day.
Oh, that's so fun, isn't it? Yeah, that's great. Happy birthday. Very nice.
It's also our birthday, yours and mine.
It is?
Well, it's everybody's birthday.
Everybody loves a birthday.
Who doesn't love a birthday? Kevin says he is canning pickles and tomatoes today. That gives him joy.
Ooh, I love pickles. Canned tomatoes, that's a good idea. Mm-hmm. My tomatoes are still green. 4 of them have turned. We had some caprese salad with our home tomatoes last night. They were delicious.
Was it regular mozzarella or buffalo?
It was regular mozzarella. I know. The buffalo's better, but we're cheap.
Michelle says was gifted a State Fair food parade ticket for tomorrow.
Oh,
Have you gone?
I haven't gone. I kind of bummed. I really want those French fries. That's my State Fair favorite. All right.
Oh, one more birthday. Sorry. Vanya says happy blessed birthday. Oh, no. She was blessing somebody's.
The others.
All right. Yeah.
Well, that's joyous as well. Very good. Well, have a great weekend, everybody. I hope you enjoy it. You know what? The best gift we have for you, a top 10 weather day tomorrow. Enjoy it. Have a great weekend. And we'll be back here with the CBSN Minnesota Daybreaker on Monday.